Hello and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Pisces in August 2021. Hello, Pisces. I always get weird with you guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Pisces, wherever you guys are in the world, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Take good care of yourselves and those people that you know and love. Alrighty. No announcements here, Pisces, other than an apology. These videos are coming out pretty late in the month. I try to get them out, within the first 5 days of the month, but your girl was not feeling well over those initial days in August. I was sick, just not feeling my best, and certainly could not come on camera and record for you all, so I'm doing it now, which is a little bit closer to the middle of the month, but please forgive me. I hope I have your forgiveness, Pisces. Please don't hold it against me too much, okay? No other announcements, guys. Anything you want from me, it's in the description box below. Let's get into your reading. Pisces, you have a 10 of Hazards, aka 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and then the King of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be dealing, don't have to be. Let's see. Wheel. I think you're trying to get your house in order. Possibly some of you, literally, your physical house might be some late summer cleaning, or not late summer, midsummer cleaning, as opposed to spring cleaning might be going on. But I feel like you're trying to establish a new precedence, or see what was going on here, because this is the end of a cycle with the 10 of Hazards, 10 of Pentacles. Something has come full circle, something has served its purpose, whether it be relationships, whether it be phases in your life, whether it be projects, whatever it is. Something has come and gone, or is in the process of wrapping up. Let's say it that way instead. Something is in the process of wrapping up, or has wrapped up already, and you want to know what to keep from this. What to keep from this. Like, it's like a pile of things. Not junk per se, but you're sorting through this pile. You're sorting through this accumulated mass, or this accumulated knowledge, or this accumulated experience, and you want to know, what should I take with me going forward? What resonates with me? What speaks to me? 7 of Cups. What makes me feel engaged, happy, sad, all the things. You kind of want to label what's over here and evaluate it and make definitive decisions here with the 7 of Cups and the King of Swords shortly following. For some, it's like hard to do this because it might mean getting rid of certain things. Like, okay, let's look at this, because for some of you, it is about your physical home. It is about the people that you populate and live alongside. So here we have a crowded house with mom, dad, kid, whatever. And look at that dog, that poodle there. So in some cases, not necessarily yours, but I mean just in general in life, you have families that get a pet because they think, hey, it would be nice to have a dog. It would be nice to have a turtle. It would be nice to have, a parakeet, whatever. And it's fine until it's not fine. So this 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, King of Swords combination, you may have gotten a dog. This is just an example, by the way. You may have invested yourself in something, a pet, a job, a certain relationship, or certain behavior or practice or routine in a relationship that no longer works. And why doesn't it work? Maybe things are changing. Maybe where you lived before, dogs were permitted. Maybe you have to downsize, or if you have a certain job that pays for your living circumstances, maybe where you live now, dogs, cats are permitted on the lease. Maybe wherever your family, or you as a single person, you're being relocated to, or wherever you want to relocate to, whether you choose it or not for yourself, dogs are no longer allowed. So now this thing that existed, sorry to call a dog a thing in this moment, but, again, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be an animal. So this creature, this thing that existed, this pet that existed in your family dynamic, where you're going next, the dog cannot come. So there's a shedding. Not to say the dog is expendable, not to say you or your family don't care. I'm not trying to talk about the implications of shedding, but shedding is happening regardless. And I feel many of you Pisces, you're in the driver's seat of this, King of Swords. You're the determiner of this. Many of you, it is up to you what leaves, what stays, what is viewed as valuable, what is viewed as less than valuable. Or, just circumstantially cannot proceed forward. So in a situation like that, which I think in many of your cases, Pisces, if you literally had to say goodbye to a family pet, many of you would be extremely sad about it, right? So there is some lamenting, there is some grieving over what you're shedding, but it comes, you're funneling it through in the most logical way possible. You feel it first, Seven of Cups, and then you execute or you express the removal or the change that you're going to undertake in a more logical way. So in some of your cases, you're going to grieve in silence. You're going to feel bad for a day or two, but then for the greater good, for the bigger goal at hand, you realize this is the hard choice that needs to be made. And even if you don't want to make it, there's sort of like this, well, I'm the only person who can make this choice. So in some senses, this is not about your home life. This is about your career or partnerships in career. For some of you, this could be a decision-making point, not a breakup per se, but maybe a pivotal point, a crossroads point in certain relationships. Doesn't mean you and your friend are no longer going to speak. Doesn't mean you and your boyfriend are now, kaputs. Doesn't mean that. But it does mean, like I said before, a new precedence is being set. In your family, because many of you, Ten of Pentacles is about family history, generational history. So for some of you, you're setting up new routines, you're setting up new boundaries, and other people and you also might not like that, might be uncomfortable with that to begin with. That's okay. Seven of Cups. The uncertainty of how you or other people are going to react once the changes are implemented. The Seven of Cups can be a card of anxiety, worry, stress, feeling overwhelmed, feeling burdened, burdened with choice, thank you, and not really in some senses, almost analysis paralysis, where you've analyzed the thing to death, right? Because your opposite side is Virgo. And what is Virgo known as? The big analyzer of the zodiac. So anything you can do, or they can do, you can do too. You just do it differently. So while Virgo might get into analysis paralysis or become frustrated with their options, I think you would become dismayed with the options, if that makes sense. Feeling more more like a woe is me versus like a Virgo who's like, ah, damn it, it's me? Okay, fine. Begrudgingly making the decision, you would be more reluctantly making the decision, if that makes sense. But again, I think that's like first steps. I think many of you Pisces are going to be able to funnel it up. And that's interesting. I'm using the phrase up or the word up. You're going to funnel it up to the King of Swords. Now, for some of you, maybe you're going to defer to another person. Maybe that's your job. Maybe some of you are to report to a higher up and, they actually ink the page, but it's actually you that run the numbers, right? Does that make sense? It's you who do the interviews. It's you who do the walkthrough. It's you who does the audit, but it's not until you take it back to King of Swords that they are the actual ones who pull the trigger. Ha! In his hunting garb, pull the trigger. So for some of you, it is sort of like I defer to your decision, King of Swords, based on the information and the analysis that I provide to you. And look what happened when I pick up the deck. Judgment at the bottom. And what does it look like? It looks like a big old bomb falling on the heads of these people down at the bottom. So there is sort of like this implication that you could be on the hook for certain judgments or certain decisions, and the impact will be based on what you have analyzed in the situation, which, sometimes Pisces doesn't want that responsibility. The one who likes making decisions, or not even likes making decisions, but if anyone's going to make a decision, I think Virgo, has a way of thinking like, of all the people here, if anybody has to make the call, I should make the call. Versus Pisces, who might feel that but doesn't express that. I think I'm most qualified to make this decision, but I would prefer if somebody else did. Simply for the fact of maybe accountability, maybe any type of blowback, any type of even accolades. Some Pisces are shy of success, or are very much, oh, I don't want the spotlight on me, even if it's even if it's for good reasons, So, let's see what else is happening here. No need to clarify anything. What else is happening here for Pisces? Give me more information on this situation for Pisces in August 2021. When I say August 2021, it's just indicating when I'm recording this. It's basically cataloging. It has nothing to do with when this message might actually resonate in your life or show up in your reality. Okay? More information on this reading for Pisces. Show me, please. Oosh, bit of a chunky shuffle there at the end. Page of Pentacles, Page of Hazards. So, got some cheering here. Got some cheering. Four of Cups. So, do you not just want to be the bearer of bad news, potentially? How dare you, fruit fly. Get out of here. Oh, I hate this time of year. Fruit flies all over this house. Okay. Oh, that's 3? I'm not going to take 3. They're not giving me a whole lot of connection with the Five of Swords, but if that means something to you, if you are familiar with the tarot, Five of Swords came out, it showed its face, maybe it means something to you. Could be petty arguments you're having with other people. Excuse me. Maybe that's why you don't want to say anything. Of course they would. They're like, oh, you don't want 3? We'll give you 2. All right, Spirit. Let's see which way we're going with this. Okay, thank you. All right. So, what do we have? Page of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Chariot. Cancer energy there on the end. Could be dealing, don't have to be. So a lot of domestic energy. This deck itself is pretty domestic, but between the Page and the 4 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, I feel that this is a family scenario for several of you. Doesn't have to be that. Could be a place that feels like home. So sometimes our jobs can feel like home, or our friendships can feel like home. Some of us don't have blood relatives that we care for, and we quote unquote replace them with friends and everything like that. So it feels familiar, it feels comfortable, the situation, the space, the people, right? You may have a feeling of loyalty towards these people, which again could be children. Earth sign energy also with the Page. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant. Doesn't have to be. So you might be making decisions, Pisces, that affect your kids. They don't have to be as young as this little guy. They could be, almost adult children or fully grown adult children. But there's some, I don't want to inconvenience. I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to burst the bubble of someone or some people that I have tender feelings for. Some of you, yeah, like it's like you might make the decision or submit your analysis, submit your report so that, King of Swords can, again, pull the trigger based on Pisces information. And then you might immediately want to get out of Dodge. You might want to go hide, go, lock yourself away in a closet because you fear or suspect there could be blowback, there could be upheaval, or things getting knocked into a disarray here. That's the uncertainty of the Seven of Cups coming through. It could go this way, it could go that way. If it goes that way, then I just, I want to tuck my tail between my legs and scamper off. But if it goes the other way, I certainly don't want to be pat on the back and told I did a good job, because that's going to make me feel awkward. I just, you would rather not make the decision at all, not have to be a determiner in the situation at all, or just skip over the reactions of other people. For some of you, it's not about divorce. It's really not. I don't sense divorce here, but I do sense maybe acknowledging a certain tension between the adults in the room and kind of not telling the children anything that's going to harm them, but there's this concern that they're not going to handle it well. Page of Pentacles, like Page of Cups, would be a sensitive kid or person. Doesn't have to be a kid, but someone in the situation, you care about their feelings, how they're going to feel about the situation. Even if we're in a professional setting, even if we're dealing with adults who are supposed to be able to manage their emotions, correct? There's this feeling of not wanting to upset the apple cart, because the apple cart can turn around and trample me. Or the driver of the apple cart can turn around and start pelting me with apples. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be hit with an apple thrown at me with intention of harm. It might not be the worst thing to happen, but it's certainly not going to be the most pleasurable. Six of Cups, reunion, nostalgia. So this can be coming back to conversations and or people from our past that we have affinity for, we have connection with, but maybe we've grown apart, and maybe that's one of the things you learn in your analysis. Your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your father, your uncle, whoever you grew up around, there was commonality 20 years ago because you were younger, they were younger, you knew less, maybe they knew less as well. But now that we're older and the foundation between us has grown stronger, like how in this picture, there's so many different people within this room. There's so many different perspectives. There's so many different life experiences. There's so many different opinions. So you may be finding yourself at a crossroads and feeling like, well, what's going to change based on my decision, based on my analysis? If I say something, does that sully, does that spoil, does that take away the history that we have, or the more tender affection that I have for this person or them towards me? There's anxiety over this. More analysis with the Page of Pentacles there. Page of Pentacles, all the pages are students. So this could be maybe you're in school, maybe you're studying like in psychology or something like that, and maybe you're realizing, oh, Uncle Terry, he's a class A narcissist. I don't know the rankings of narcissism or anything like that, but you, in your study, you're very casually making a case study out of your family, and you realize, Uncle Terry, my sister Jackie, my sister, Teresa or whoever, my sister, Gloriana, whatever. These people have certain personality types that are, for lack of a better word, detrimental. Or the way they've been since my childhood or since their childhood has been kind of detrimental, or over time it's grown to be a contentious relationship, etc., etc. Whatever you're thinking of and getting to the bottom of, Pisces, you're not wanting to act upon what you're learning, or, like I said earlier, make decisions on what you're learning. You would rather leave it alone or have someone else take the shot. I don't want to say it's about fear 100%. I may have mentioned that word before, but I don't think it's that. I think it's really like the change that it could be stirring up or inspiring. This could be a catalyst for a change that you may not want. There it is. There's the good Virgo Pisces dynamic that I know about you two guys. 6th house, 12th house. Desiring things, but then buyer's remorse or regret, or thinking, I made the wrong decision, and feeling like if I had it all to do again, I would totally do it differently. I find, not that it's like about, well, I did use the word regret. What, or did I say buyer's remorse? I can't remember. But I don't know. It's something in there. It's just like, once you say it, once this thing is done, once this decision is made, like, there's no backsies. There's no takebacks. That's what this feels like. Chariot energy, no takebacks. The Chariot, in traditional tarot interpretations, moves in one direction. It doesn't go backwards. It's going to go forward. It might veer to the left, it might veer to the right, but it never directly moves backwards. So these are things you possibly know you must say or do, but you don't want to do them because you can't undo them. Okay? Let's get an oracle card and then we're going to wrap up. Oracle card for Pisces in this situation, please. Oracle card for Pisces in this situation. Oof. Oracle message for Pisces, please. Alright, let's see. I mean, I kind of let that one slide down. We might do two. Because part of me felt like that was me. But it also could be spirit. We'll see. If nothing else pops, we'll take it. But I just want to be sure. There it is. Okay. I think we'll acknowledge both. But, well, which one will I read first? The one that fell first? Let's read the one that fell first. All right. So, dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. King of Swords. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life. And before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. All right, so I'll let you get a gander at that first one, which is the one that fell down that I kind of, just let fall to the table. Are you going to focus? No? I got to click the button, you jerk. All right, so you can take a look at that, pause it, and read it if you want. Take a screenshot, do what you need to. And your second oracle card, Dear You, do you feel like you need... I mean, they go hand in hand. Do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might not have value? Is that what it's about? Okay, so this 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups energy, and a Page of Pentacles as well, about value. Okay, maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done. Be healed be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, what were we talking about? Do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. Quote, I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. End quote. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. I like that. Not that I like that you are going through it, but I like that as a message for you. Because maybe this whole time, maybe it hasn't been about decisions. Maybe it's been about conversations. Maybe it hasn't been about telling someone else what you've analyzed and giving them the results so that they can make a decision. Maybe it's you and that person analyzing together and coming to some sort of agreement together as partners, as co-owners of something, as, whatever. Take it all with a grain of salt. If it resonates with you, leave a message down below, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, Pisces, okay? If you feel guided to do so. That is your message for August. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.